I first became a hip-hop ambassador. My first assignments were in 2001, February 2001. I went to Senegal and Ghana. And those were my first experiences officially with the U.S. Department of State. Prior to that, I had spent a lot of time in South Africa, and I had done artist exchanges, one funded by the now defunct Africa Exchange Foundation, and then Arts International. And it gave me a chance to really sink my teeth into what was the beginnings of what I'm now doing. And I've traveled to several African countries since then. And what I'm most excited about in the future is this idea of really taking hip-hop diplomacy and music diplomacy to another level, and the idea of representing as a cultural ambassador in a way that really suits the elevation of hip-hop music and culture worldwide. It's like it's my dream and my vision to facilitate a global lyrical movement. And right now I'm in the process of aligning myself with individuals who share that same vision and who are on a similar path. And Chin Lo, the MC, artist educator, and musical ambassador, is my partner in crime with Lyrical Embassy. And I hope to be partnering with Commissioner Gordon, who runs the Music Embassy. And he's developed a curriculum to teach recording that was approved by the New Jersey Board of Ed, and now is operating a project in conjunction with the UN and a couple of different locations around the world. And there's so many possibilities for us to really create something that is alive, and it is sort of like a movement that allows us to really change the game in terms of how lyricists are approaching the craft of emceeing. And so that since it's not about a record deal anymore, because so few people are making money from records, it has to be about something else. And although the music industry is in this place where it's suffering and people aren't making the same amount of money, I see it as a very fertile time. And it's a fertile time for those of us who are sinking our teeth into the art. And for those of us who are social entrepreneurs and want to use this music to make our world a better place. Okay, my second point. I run a project called the Lyrical Embassy, and the Lyrical Embassy is the umbrella organization for what used to be the Freestyle Union Cypher Workshop that I started in Washington, D.C. many, many, many years ago. And the premise of the Freestyle Union was that we used improvisation and freestyling as a way to encourage social responsibility and to build community amongst MCs and to get rid of the divisions, hence the union in the title. And it started out as a jam session. It evolved into a performance collective and then an organization. And now I just use Freestyle Union as a workshop. It's the Freestyle Union Cypher Workshop. And as we did in the beginning, we do introductions, storytelling. We debate current events. We analyze proverbs, take words out the dictionary. And I have about 50 assorted activities and exercises that a rapper could use to build his or her skills. And I find that those artists who participate in this process consistently over time become lyrically superior to those who don't. I also find that those artists learn to manage their emotional energy in a way that's very powerful and more engaging and entertaining than those who don't. And the artist is able to function and operate with a lot more confidence when it comes to being on stage and being in front of people. I believe that once you have mastered the ability to think on your feet, it's like there are very few things that can throw you when it comes to performance or communication situations. And even when one makes a mistake, it's no longer a mistake. It becomes an opportunity to kick something hot. There's another project.
Let me get you to scoot the mic up just a little bit to get it out of the water. I'm getting occasional pops. So
Okay.
Behind the chin, you should be good. I can take care of those, but I don't want to have to.
Okay.
And let me adjust the volume just slightly for the move. And you're clear for takeoff.
Oh, Rhyme Like a Girl is the female initiative of Lyrical Embassy. And I launched Rhyme Like a Girl with support from Soros Foundation. I was a Soros Fellow and had this idea. In the beginning, it was called ADI, the Artist Development Institute, and it evolved into the Rhyme Like a Girl collective. And now it's a performance collective. And basically, we find performance opportunities for female MCs to be able to flex their lyrical skills in front of audiences and at the same time serve community by doing these performances at community events, at events for girls and women, for social causes, and also creating the space for them to really, really evolve into powerful human beings and to be masters of their craft. There's a different dynamic that happens when women gather just as a group of women together to freestyle, because masculine energy and feminine energy are so different. And I think each human being possesses both, but there comes a time when a woman needs to be in a place that's very specific to her needs and to her natural vibration. And Rhyme Like a Girl has been powerful because of that. In Rhyme Like a Girl, we've been able to do partnerships and events with organizations like Girls Incorporated. That was our first community-based partner. Also, the Girl Scouts of America. We do an annual presentation workshop with them, and I've done a lot of other types of work with them with their Beyond Bars program. And visiting teenage shelters. That's not what I want to say. What's exciting about Rhyme Like a Girl is that it's a niche market and it feels like it's a gimmick, but it's not really a gimmick. It just happens to be a whole bunch of girls rapping. And the distinction is that when I try to say, oh, you should check out this one female MC, this female rapper, people aren't really listening. But when I say, oh, you should check out these 7 female rappers, all of a sudden people are amazed that there's a group of girls rapping. And it's highly marketable, and I think it's a viable entity, not only to create a solid business and a great organization, but it's a vehicle for women to play a vital role in this global lyrical movement. I have 2 more. Well, I think as a social entrepreneur, I've learned a lot of really hard lessons. You know, when I get the funding and then I hire a whole bunch of people and I pay everyone but myself. And I've learned those hard lessons in terms of business. And now that I have these skills, I've got a lot of marks on my belt, I feel like I'm a much better businesswoman. And I make better decisions. And I know my weaknesses. And so I'm in the process of identifying the right team members to help me really function at optimal levels so that I can be the kind of social entrepreneur that I want to be. And it is my intention to take the work that I've been doing locally to a bigger stage. I think at a certain point, it gets frustrating for me being in a classroom with just 20 when we could reach 20 million. And there are a lot of people in the world who could benefit from this kind of work using hip hop and poetry and music. And that's what motivates me to keep doing what I do. Okay, one more thing. As an artist, I am in one of the best spaces I've ever been. I'm working on a hip hop theater piece called Travels of a Lyrical Ambassador. And it's a work in progress. And basically, I've taken the stories that I've developed and I formulated into a memoir. And with the director, Camila Forbes, I've been able to edit out those strong parts of the story and then add music to that. So the music is songs that I've done around the world with a producer from Gabon and one from Ivory Coast and a few from Senegal and one from South Africa and one from Martinique. And it's a very beautiful music. And we're in an age where musicals are being reborn. People are going to see musicals again. Look at the success of Fela on Broadway, the success of The Heights, and Green Day has a musical now. And I'm really excited about the possibilities for this project that I'm working on. And in terms of musical product, I have some really strong collaborations on the table with artists from a host of different countries and with some really seasoned sound engineers and producers. And I'll be recording, I guess, within the next 2 to 3 months with Commissioner Gordon. And we'll be working on an album. And what I'm most excited about is that he's traveled enough and he's seasoned enough that he gets my sound. And basically the sound is Afro global hip hop soul. There's the hip hop soul music that I've been doing for years, but also you can hear the global influences of the places I've been to, and also the African music, because I do so many collaborations with African artists. And yeah.